Well, good afternoon. Bright sunny day. It's the fourth day of spring here. Beautiful day. Had to get out here and look around. The rain all this month has got the river really flowing today. In fact, the water is up at least 15 feet to this fire pit. This fire pit is usually about 15-20 feet from the edge of the water, which is where everybody sits all summer and drinks and burns aluminum in their fire pit. Anyways, a couple of new detectors. Got myself an amazing deal on a Lobo Super Traq. And got a Vista Gold last Friday. Used them Saturday, and I didn't want to touch my screen so I didn't get any recording done, because the first hole that I dug, the soil was so sticky that I didn't want to touch anything afterwards. So anyways, I had fun Saturday, but I just didn't record anything. And so I got this deal on this Super Traq. Somebody that used to prospect locally sold it. He sold it as is, said that it didn't work, and he was pretty sure that it was a loose wire. And lucky for me, actually, it just has a blown speaker, and as soon as I plugged headphones into it, it fired right up. So I paid a ridiculous price for it. I mean, just unbelievable. I thought it was a good deal as a parts machine just by itself. So the fact that I got a working machine is pretty awesome. So I'm going to sling it around a little bit here, and let's see what we can find. Sounds like a little bit of aluminum, but also sounds soft, so I know that pennies can sound soft. Well, it's not a penny, but it is a nickel. It's kind of dark, like it was in dirt before. Interesting. Yay. Now that's very, very loud and sharp. So I'm going to dig it. It's probably going to be aluminum. Fire pit aluminum. Very loud. Aluminum is very loud, so. That could be soft, or it could be that I can't get an angle on it. That must be out. Don't recognize it. Don't recognize it. wasn't out. It's definitely moved, so that's out. Oh, look at that. It's a coin. Feels thin. It was soft on the sides. What is it? Oh, it's got to be a penny. It's flaked off on the edges. Yep. Lincoln Memorial. Guess I'll have to look at the date later. Well, I heard the signal first, but it was on the surface. It's like a little robot earring. Right about there. Must be aluminum because it was pretty loud. Well, that's loud, staticky, which could be aluminum, but it's also clipping out. So either there's iron with it, or it could be a piece of rusty iron. I moved it. Don't recognize it. Don't recognize it. Moved it again. Fishing weight, maybe? Is that iron? No? Moved it again. Oh no, look at that. Another penny. More corroded edges. Well, must be zinc because it was pretty loud. Not sure, that kind of sounds soft on the sides. Now it's potentially discriminating. Wherever that is, it's still deep. Sorry about the sniffles. It is spring. Well, is that it? Looks like a coin. That is a nickel. Nice. Boy, nickels are nice and soft. That was a couple inches deep in this cobbly gravel. Some of these coins up here in the soil that comes off the hillside are deeper, so the soil must slowly travel downhill. So anything that I found up close to the hillside seems to be a little deeper. Partially clippy, partially soft, so we're going to go for this one. Sorry, I can't give you any audio. It doesn't have a speaker. No, what's that? No, that's a rock. Still in the hole. It's a little louder. Oh, what's that? Something round? No, that's the rock. Still down there. Not out yet. Not seeing anything. got loud, so I must have moved it. Oh, is that something round? Yes. Coin. What is it? Must be a penny. All the edges are crusted off. Yeah, it's a penny. Even though they're loud and clippy sometimes, the zinc can be soft like a coin. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Very clippy, loud but not staticky. I am losing it a little bit, so maybe it's just a small target. Let's see if we can find this one. Maybe it's a fishing weight. Still coming up as a pinpoint, small object and clippy. Is that something around? Not seeing it. Zoom that out. Seeing it. That just changed the loudness of it. That might be moved there. Not seeing it. Well, it looks like I found some ants. They're not going to be happy. Moved it. Pull tab. All right. Well, that was clippy. I knew it was going to be clippy. It just seemed smaller than that. Alright, so I'm trying out the Deeptech Vista Gold now. This has two tones on it. It has an iron tone and a non-ferrous tone. It has a volume control. There's an example of iron with a little bit of non-ferrous, but that's clippy, so that could be rust. Oh, that's a very, oh, look at that, and that's surface too. That is a surface non-ferrous fishing lure. Spoon, and well, it has an iron hook on it, but I didn't hear any iron volume. There's that iron volume. Alright, well, that was an hour and a half on the Pilchuck River. My go-to. I like being able to sift through the cobble and sand for targets. So I got a couple of nickels. I got 5 pennies. Got an earring. This Tesoro just doesn't pick up the iron much. So, and aluminum, I can hear the aluminum, the difference. It's staticky at the edges, so I only have 4 or 5 pieces of aluminum. The ones that come through really staticky are these melted pieces of aluminum can and aluminum foil. And then I've got a couple of lures. So the Tesoro is pretty powerful, pretty clear on its targets compared to the Tesoro Silver and the Cutlass and even the Mojave. This Lobo is really clear, and it comes in with small targets too. I mean, this was really strong. I didn't expect it to be a small little, I guess it's an aluminum ring, part of maybe a lighter, and then these smaller pieces of nail. They're rusty, so they didn't sound like iron. They didn't sound like they were discriminating. But it was really fun. Fun in the sun.